Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining me today for our daily devotion. I apologize for being late. I ran over a little bit with my trainer and just said goodbye to her and said, "Oh man, I wonder what time it is." And yeah, so sorry. Oh dear. Cat shaming photo of the day is I ate the pepper plant that the food guy grew from a seed. Okay. You know, if it had been a jalapeno, that would have taken care of that. Oh, wow. We got some good birthdays today. Edward Lear, who was a painter poet, it's his birthday today. Florence Nightingale, the nurse. Katharine Hepburn, the actress. Yogi Berra, baseball player, played for the Yankees. Jackie Robinson stole home against him in his first World Series in 1947, I think. 1947. Yogi Berra. George Carlin, comedian. Gabriel Byrne, the actor. Ving Rhames, I know him, the actor. Tony Hawk, the skateboarder, sure. Catherine Tate, the actress. Oh, yeah. Malin Akerman, I think that's how you say it. It's her birthday. Jason Biggs and Domhnall Gleeson. I'm not sure how to say that. It's his birthday. So happy birthday to all those good folks. And if you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Let's see what we've got on the docket today. Oh, we've got Patsy Claremont, and it says no pink duck rides. And she quotes 1 Peter 2:9 from King James, and she says, "But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praises of the one who has called you out of darkness into God's marvelous light." And she writes, "I once read the quip, 'Life ain't no ride on no pink duck.' It stuck in my brain like a colorful Post-it note. I've recalled it many times for my own enjoyment as well as a reminder that life ain't easy. One winter evening, as I walked home from my mother's apartment, a woman from my mom's building was disembarking from her car and expressed her fear of falling on the ice. I asked what I could do to help her feel safe, and she suggested that I take her left arm while she used her cane in her right hand. We slowly made our way across the frozen patches. When we reached the curb, I asked, "How old are you?" Oh, no, excuse me. She asked, "How old are you?" And I told her, and she replied wistfully, "How fortunate you are." Then she stated sadly, "But I must tell you, you don't have a lot to look forward to. Aging is painful." She turned to enter the apartment and pleasantly called out, "Happy Thanksgiving." Have you noticed that we are laughter and tears, dirges and dances, jubilations and consternations, hallelujahs and woes? We proclaim life is dreadful in one breath and happy holidays in the next. We have good days, great days, way down deep in the pit days. Some seasons are easier than others, while some are downright impossible. I've wondered how some folks have survived the many hardships that have come their way. Others' lives have seemed almost charmed. For each of us, our days are unpredictable, and we tip the scales from preposterous to precious. Life is a gift bulging with mystery, intrigue, comedy, tragedy, and purpose. When we realize our days here matter, our pain has significance, and our choices are meaningful, we can step through the darkest of times with hope in our hearts. And it's not that we won't waver, but even our inquiries have potential when we are seeking. Oh, they have potential when we are seeking to lead us to a stronger faith. I'm certain the woman in the parking lot was right when she said aging is painful. Yet I also know that the teenage years can be traumatic. Mine were, Patsy's were. In fact, my young adult years were riddled with emotional and relational pain. My sons told me their most painful school years were during junior high. Does that mean that life is a pain? Sure does, but thankfully not all the time. Pain is not the only thread in life's tapestry. Joy must be the shocking pink thread in our tapestry because people seem stunned by this flamboyant stitch. When we exhibit joy during trying times, others view us as odd ducks because everybody knows life ain't no ride on no pink duck. I find that my joy is enlarged by understanding that as a child of God, even my pain has a purpose. That realization does not eliminate my pain, but it does make it more manageable, allowing me other emotions in the midst of calamity, including shocking pink joy. The Lord has called us to be a peculiar people, not strange in the sense that we act bizarre, but peculiar in the ways that we respond to life because the Lord's Spirit is working within us. Remember Stephen or Stephen? Now there was an odd duck, if we should ever see one. He was chosen from and by the congregation of the disciples to minister. His story is in Acts 6, 1-6. A man full of the Spirit, wisdom, grace, and power, he outraged men of lesser character, and they lied to eliminate him and the powerful impact he was having on others. Well, that was kindly put. They lynched him. That's what happened to Stephen. A mob mentality flashed through the group of rageaholics who stoned Stephen to death. In his last breaths, he called on the Lord to receive his Spirit, and then, falling on his knees, this odd man said the most peculiar thing: Lord, do not hold this against them. It's one thing to eventually forgive unjust behavior, but to ask that others not even be accountable while one is still in the midst of excruciating, life-taking pain, why, that is just downright peculiar. Make that upright peculiar. Stephen was an odd duck, not a pink duck, with a silk hat. His silk hat was the covering of the Lord over his life, which is how and why he was able to be faithful to his last breath. How comforting to read that after he made his request, he fell asleep. I know I am a strange and unusual person. Many have pointed this out to me, but I am uncertain how often I am peculiar in an upright sense. This makes me all the more grateful for the one who offers to come alongside and assist me across the icy landscape of life. Let us pray. Lord, deliver us from our strangeness and help us to become exceedingly peculiar. And we give thanks to you through Jesus Christ, your dear Son, that you have protected us through the night from all harm and danger. We ask that you would also protect us today from sin and all evil, so that our life and actions may please you. Into your hands we commend ourselves, our bodies, our souls, and all that is ours. Let your holy angels be with us, so that the wicked foe may have no power over us. Amen. Well, you know what? Once again, Patsy is absolutely right. Life ain't no ride on no pink duck. But I love how she talks about how the threads are woven into the tapestry of our lives, and that joy it must be a shocking pink thread in our tapestry because people seem stunned by this flamboyant stitch. That is truly beautiful. And this time of pandemic, it's in separation and physical distancing and, all the stuff that we have to do to try and keep ourselves and other people safe. It has been really, really hard on people. And people are finding, what I'm trying to say is it's been very difficult for some people to find joy in this time. And so we have to look for it. We have to be intentional about looking for things that are joyful or funny or that make us laugh. I remember the other day we read that children laugh an average of 200 to 300 times a day, 200 or 300 100 times a day, whereas an adult may laugh 15 times, maybe, if they're lucky, if they're having a good day. That's really sad. And I found myself noticing how often I laugh. And there are some days I don't even hit 15. It's less than that. So, looking for the joy, as I encourage you, I'm also encouraging me. It's so important that we do that. This is a dark time. The threads in our tapestry are dark right now, and finding threads of joy is so important. So I hope you can. Hope you find things that bring you joy today. Watch the squirrels, unless that doesn't bring you joy. I know Ken's grandmother hated the squirrels. She had lots of squirrels in her trees. I guess she had oak trees, and she always said that they threw nuts at her when she was out there raking leaves. They would pelt her with nuts. I don't know if that's true or not, but she got a BB gun and started taking out the squirrels. So yeah, if squirrels don't bring you joy, don't watch the squirrels. If you want to get a BB gun and take out the squirrels in your trees, then don't watch the squirrels. But maybe there's other things. Maybe there's birds. Maybe just get outside and enjoy the sunshine and breathe some fresh air. Call a friend. Have lunch outside with a friend. Just do something to help you find some joy. Because boy, we need it right now. We really, really do. I love how she put it. Life ain't no ride on no pink duck, and that's for sure. But maybe we can make it a little easier if we look for the joy and we find some. So that's my prayer for you. I hope you find some joy today, some reasons to rejoice, some reasons to laugh. They're out there. Think about the naughty cat. That made me laugh. The cat that ate the pepper plant from the seed. The guy hit the food guy. So his dad, right? The food guy grew from a seed and he ate it. Ah, man. Of course, I wouldn't be so joyful if the cat ate my pepper, but I think that's pretty funny. Anyway, have a great day. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. I will see you right back here tomorrow morning.